Namaste, Namaste, Purnamaste. Welcome to the art of the word, and I am from the heart for you. Everybody, love now. Love now. I give you my word. What is karma? Today we're going to speak about what is karma. Because people in the West have wrong idea what karma is. Because they are in their ego. And ego is always blaming them and punishing them. So you may think that karma is punishment for your deeds that you have done. You are punished. You think that you are an ego false self and you just want to be a victim, and now you are a victim of yourself. That you think you are your ego. Ego is a victim. Now you blame yourself. I'm punished. I'm bad. I done something bad. That's why I suffer. That's why this happens. That's why I'm in this relationship. That's why I have people who abuse me and mistreat me and cheat me and like this. No. It is nothing like this. Karma simply never means your ego blaming you for who you are and judging you. You are always good enough. You are always the best you can be. And you are just experiencing the experience of your being, of coming out of separation, forgetfulness into rememberness, alignment with your true self. And karma is just your doing. It's just your doing. You are not punished. According to your deeds, according to your vibration, and according to your unconscious cause of creation, reality is created around us. This is my doing. My life is my doing. What doesn't feel right in my life is my doing. That I'm not famous yet is my doing. Everything is my doing. And when you are conscious of your unconscious shadow, you know that everything is your doing. You are not punished. You are not punished. Karma just means that whatever is in your life, whatever is happening, you do that. You are doing that. But you may blame others. And you may blame yourself. It's bad karma. I'm punished. I'm such a bad person. Like I said, ego wants to be a victim, and now you're thinking you're ego being victim of yourself. Ego blames you for who you are, that you are punished. No. It is simply a result of your vibration, and your doing is the creation around you. And it's just simple like this. But you can say, how can it be my doing? I would never create such a relationship. I would never create people that mistreat me, cheat me, abandon me. I will never create suffering with people who do not care how I feel, who do not love me, who annoy me. I would never work in this job that I suffer in if it was my doing. I would not be in this relationship with this man I'm suffering with. I don't want to be with him. How can you say it's my doing? It is. As long as we are unconscious of our shadow, we are acting unconsciously out of our shadow, and we are unconscious of what we are doing. And karma is what we have done, unconscious of our shadow. We are doing that, you know? You know, it's like my friend, he doesn't, we agree on something. He says, I'm to come in 2 hours, and lately he's not coming. He's not saying any word about it, you know? And then he is deceiving, pretending, lying to cover up the truth, you know, because he thinks this is the right thing, this is good. But then he get completely smashed in life and smashed by me. It was his doing because he does not keep his word. He losing trust and loyalty with people, and you know, bad karma with people is happening. They resent. The karma is created because he has given the word to people, and then he is silent, he says nothing, and he even covers up and lies to cover up, you know. I was like telling to him, but just bring it to me now, bring it what you said that you will bring it, what it with you. And he was 2 days saying, I have it, I will bring it tomorrow, I like this. And then I pushed him in a corner. I said, you bring it now, it's okay, it's no problem. He said, I have to meditate on what you wrote, I cannot come today. I said, come today. You come today. I will tell you in person what I wrote. And then he was like, but I didn't go anywhere, and this person didn't arrive, and I don't have it. You see. And then he is lying and deceiving the people. He's trying to cover up the truth, and he's giving his word. He's not keeping it, and his ego is blaming him that he's not good enough. And afraid, fear, 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 fear. You see, and then people do not trust him. He has bad karma with people. People resent him. Purna roars at him. It is his doing because he doesn't know what he is doing. That when he doesn't keep his word, he creates bad karma, debt, it's black magic. He promised heaven to somebody, given nothing. And then that karma will come back. And people don't trust him. And if he lies and pretends and wants to cover up the truth, it comes out. And then he suffers. Then he suffers. But everything is his doing because he's afraid of expressing himself, afraid of telling the truth how it is. So he's always hiding, you know, and it comes back to him. Everything. You know, everything comes back to him because he's not saying who he is, what is the truth, and he suffers in all the lies. And he says, I'm punished in karma, I am such a bad person. No, boy. You have to keep your word. You have to listen. You have to look the devil within you and bring it to consciousness, the unconscious causes of your suffering. So when you stop doing this, you stop. Like, it was your doing. You're not doing it anymore because you were conscious what you were doing. Like, if you are hanging out with bad people who are criminals, who are shady, their karma can become your karma. Police can come after you. Shit can happen because you are with them. People do not trust you. People have you for the same like him is. Yeah, I'm talking about him. And it's your doing. Because he is maybe snitching on you behind your back so that he can do whatever he wants. So he gets fucked. People don't trust him. You know? And people think that he is just like him. And karma that is meant for him to happen to that man can happen to him. So when we bring the unconscious causes of suffering to consciousness, we can see that causes are within. You see, if you don't respect yourself, if you hate yourself, if you abuse yourself within, and you're full of guilt and full of fear, you don't love yourself. And somebody is abusing you, cheating you, manipulating you, hurting you. Whatever he is doing to you is your doing. Because you hate yourself, you blame yourself, and you allow him to do that. You know, it's your doing. You don't say, I don't do this to you, I'm leaving this relationship. Because you don't love yourself, your ego is abusing you and hurting you always, and blaming you, and hating you. Now you are with somebody in the relationship that hates you. And it's your doing because you don't leave. You punish yourself, you allow them to punish you and abuse you out of not loving yourself. They abuse you and hurt you, and then you need counseling. I'm a victim, I'm so poor, I don't know why this is happening. It's happening because you don't love yourself and you are allowing it. It's your doing. You don't walk away. And because you don't love yourself, you hate yourself, somebody does this to you. You see. And you're cheating yourself. You are insecure in yourself. You are insecure of others. Others cheat you because it's your doing. You know, it's your doing. You are naive. Unconscious of the darkness in the people and in you, and you think everyone is an angel? Ignorance is bliss. You are naive. You may give your soul to a devil dressed in an angel. It's your doing, because you didn't bring the unconscious to consciousness. You are naive. You are running away from the darkness, from your own darkness, from your unconscious shadow, and unconscious shadow in the world. So people do to you what is unconscious within you. It is your doing. You know, it is your doing. And because you don't love yourself, because you don't have power, you are remaining there. And you have to be punished. Because you're punishing yourself, you allow them to punish you. And you have no power to walk away. It's your doing. You attract it and you allow it. If you are in relationship with somebody, just see. It's your doing that you suffer with them now. You did it yourself. You given them keys to your happiness. And now something happening, it doesn't feel right to you anymore. You suffer. And you blame them, you blame yourself. It's karma, it's karma, it's karma. But it is your doing. It's nothing else. You did it. You did it. because you were not truthful and sincere to yourself and to them. I don't really love them, but okay, I be with them. Or you did love them then, and now the love is gone. Or you did it to get some benefit, to get some money, to get some benefit in life, or to please your parents, or for any reason. It was your doing. And that you suffer now in that relationship because you were not truthful and sincere, you didn't do it out of love. Now that's your doing. That's your doing also. You know, who else is doing it is? Because out of attachments, dependency, which are unconscious within you, you create it. It is your doing. And you cannot leave. You are not leaving. Ego rather remains a victim, and you blame yourself, you punish yourself that you were punished by karma, instead of rather you would just take responsibility for your shit, to look within, to look the devil within your eyes. It is your doing, you are not punished. No one's punishing you, but the causes are within you. So you can be like my brother, blaming yourself, I'm punished and what did I did wrong. Or you can do what he never does, to look within and to see that the devil that is destroying his life and the world is actually unconscious within him. And all his karma, all his suffering is because he is always defending, pretending, oh, I don't have a problem, oh, it is this, it is that, even throwing my teachings back at me. He wants to keep that unconscious shadow. So it's his doing. Everything what is happening and everything what is to happen to him, it's his doing. You know, somebody told me, tell your mama that I miss her and tell her please that she comes back on Facebook. I saw this is all the problems in relationship that you have, woman, and in family and everywhere. It's your doing, what you have just done. People feel what I want to do and what I don't want to do. If people feel that they don't want to do something, people leave, you know. And my mother, because they have a reason, it doesn't feel right to them, and they left. And if they would love it, they would remain. And you cannot control them, you cannot control their free will. So you actually telling to those who are close to them, to tell them so we would change their free will. But like my mother, she suffers on social media, she needs peace, she is very sick also, with much pain. And she would maybe listen to me because she loves me and because I'm telling her, and I would convince her against what I am teaching, that whatever doesn't feel right to you, you should never do to no one. And whoever expects from you, they don't love you for who you are, they just want your energy. They're just scared to get this from you. I myself would get terrible karma. It would be my doing, because my mother respects my free will and my decisions unconditionally. And I would do to her what I teach you never to do to no one and allow no one to do. I would suffer like anything. And it would be my doing, because I would go and tell my mother to come back to Facebook. And my mother would come back on Facebook, she would suffer. I rather gave to that lady hard lesson, so that she becomes conscious of her doing. She cannot expect people's free will the way they are. She needs to control You don't, in this way, love people for who they are, but just scared to get what she wants and then use somebody and be really poor. Oh, I'm so poor. I'm so lonely, please. It's your doing and suffering will come because somebody else now manipulated somebody to do for you what I hate to do, what I suffer in. You will get karma. And I see, if you are doing this with other family members, with other friends, other people, they have guilt, they have fear, you can manipulate them, you can change them, and they go and tell their relatives to come back. And then you suffer in all the bad karma. It comes back to you. People want to change you, people want to control you, people push on you, on your guilt. And all the terrible relationships, terrible karma. It's your doing. Because when you force people to do something what doesn't feel right to them, you are forcing them to be somebody else. And then they suffer in separation from self. They do it because it's right. They resent you, they blame you, they give it back to you. Life gives it back to you. The karma is your doing. And it's nothing else but your doing. What can we say more? Easy to remain a ego, huh? Ego. To be a victim. I'm a victim, I'm punished, I did something wrong. Then you can remain a victim in ego. You blame yourself. I'm a victim of karma, bad karma. That is your doing, it's your doing. No bad karma. Ego wants to remain a victim, you can remain victim of your ego. But if you want to become a master, you have to look at your doing. You have to look within. Oh, I'm trying to influence and manipulate others to do what doesn't feel right to them. Oh, I'm not being truthful and sincere. When you are not being truthful and sincere to others and you are people pleasing and pretending, now you suffer and put up. You suffer, you put up with what doesn't feel right to them. You do for them what doesn't feel right to you. You put up with what doesn't feel right to you. You have people who do not care for how you feel because you never say no to them to say this doesn't feel right to me. You have pretending and people pleasing, and you have people who do not love you. You're not showing yourself. And now you are, because you're suffering for them, you have to every day put with what they do, and more of them come and you suffer. Now you blame them, now you judge them, now you blame them, now you hate them, now you resent them, now you cannot forgive. And you say, why I have all these people all around me? They don't love me, they don't care how I feel, I just suffer, I do. Because it is your doing. Because you are not truthful and sincere. You want to say, no, I don't have time, but you, yes, I will do. Yes, you can do that, but inside this feels like shit. You telling no to yourself and yes to them. You telling no to yourself, and your karma is your doing, you know? Because you are not truthful and sincere. You are pretending. And then you suffer in false karma. You have to be good, you have to do right. Then you explode inside in resentment, in hate, in blame. When you have this bad karma, it is your doing. It is your doing. You know? If you look at the devil within, you are lying and deceiving the people, pretending, people pleasing. And those who actually love you for who you are now, they don't trust you. Because they don't know, is he really means that, or he's just lying, pretending and people pleasing? And you have people who do not love you in your life, and people who love you don't trust you, and you don't know who loves you because you never show yourself. Why I'm suffering in separation from self? because you are not truthful and sincere, because you don't show yourself, because you are not truthful to sincere to how you feel. You are judging yourself what is good and right, and you are like others. And that's why it is your doing that you are your ego blaming you for who you are. Being a victim of yourself. You are not your ego. What about to look this unconscious causes of suffering in the eyes and see that they are all your doing, and it cannot be no other way, you know, cannot be no other way. And you bring it to consciousness. You look the devil within your eyes and you see karma is mine doing. I'm doing this unconsciously, not consciously. If you're manipulating people, trying to control and change, resist, to forcefully get, you may get what you want from them, but then you suffer in bad karma with other people. And you realize this manipulation, this trying to change, this trying to resist, this trying to convince, you're convincing them to do something that doesn't feel right to them. They suffer for you. They resent you, they blame you. And others people come who manipulate you, control you, and do to you what is your doing. So it is always your doing. You can remain an ego victim of yourself that you are punished by your karma, or you can see what karma is and go into your doing and bring that unconscious causes of suffering to consciousness. Like my friend, don't pretend that you don't have a shadow. Don't hide it, but say, yes, I'm lying, I'm deceiving, yes, I'm manipulating people, yes, I'm attached and I control. Yes. Some people judge, some people accuse, some people condemn. Then they have very bad karma in their life and very bad people. Why are these people, these devils all around me? Why is this motherfucker? Pointing fingers and blaming. Because they're showing to you who you are. They're judging, blaming everybody, trying to be boss of everybody. Now you have devils around you to show you your karma. It's your doing. And that's why everything is our doing. We can remain ego, punished by our karma, punished by ourselves, or we can go within and look what we are doing. So we see that causes of karma, of all suffering, are within, and we stop doing that. We bring it to consciousness, but we have to look within to really see what we are doing. It's our doing, you know. You are free of karma when you do what feels right to you and never go against what doesn't feel right to you. And you respect others with no resistance. What doesn't feel right to them, you don't force and resist. You accept their no as the final answer. Like you, whatever doesn't feel right to you, you say no to. So you don't do to others what no one can do to you. You see. And you do what feels right to you only, never what doesn't feel right to you. And you ever do to others what doesn't feel right to them. You never force and resist, you never control. You know, you never create karma. You are not deceiving, you are not pretending, you are not lying, you're not blaming yourself. You are truthful and sincere. You say no when you mean no, you say yes to when you mean yes. You keep your word. And you're truthful and sincere. You take your word back. You don't create karma so people would keep hanging, and that you would cheat them and like this. No. And You don't blame yourself. You're not afraid of self. You're not running away from yourself. But you want to see what is you're doing, that unconscious suffering. It's all you're doing, you know. And you take the responsibility. You go within to bring the devil to light, to bring the unconscious to consciousness, to see that all the karma is you're doing. So you no more do what doesn't feel right to you. You no more do to others what doesn't feel right to them. You are not resisting, forcing, controlling anyone to change, and you don't allow others to do what you do to no one. And then you are not doing anything in opposition, in violation, in control to create bad karma. And you are free of bad karma. It was your doing. Conscious of yourself. You are doing only what you love, what feels right. And you don't resist and you don't force. And you love others as they are. Whatever doesn't feel right to them, you don't do. And you're free of karma. It was your doing. I give you my word. It's my doing. Word that I am. So you can get free of karma because it's your doing. You have to take responsibility to become a master, to bring the unconscious causes of karma to the consciousness. So you can stop doing that and do what masters do. When you can be a victim, an ego, blame yourself that you're punished by your karma. I give you my word, do what you like. But karma is your doing. And if anybody feels to doing like offering me a donation, this is your doing from the heart. If you love it from the heart and want to give in joy, I accept it. For then you can receive all the blessings from the word that I am. It's your doing, and my doing is doing videos, not chatting, not doing messenger, because I'm not doing what doesn't feel right to me. And the answer is within you. You find any guidance in the word that I am, you find it in yourself. It's your doing. But I'm doing something. I'm so grateful. I appreciate you so much. Without of your donation, there would be no art of the world that I am. And I want to give you something very special. So I connect with your being. In PayPal, I see your email address. And I do quantum white light source healing on you. And don't say anything. You don't need to say anything. Just I see your email address and it's enough for me to clairsentiently connect with your being and do profound white light source healing on you for every single donation. And I don't say nothing. I give you my word that I do. And I don't need anything else but your email address in PayPal. I connect with your being and I do it. It works beyond time and space. You don't need an appointment. You have my holy word that I do it. I keep my word. It's my doing. I have to do it. If I give my word, I have to do it. But why would you tell me anything? That's not my doing. I'm not a medical expert. I'm not a doctor. And if you tell me something, you tell me your afflictions. I do white light source therapy, healing, energy work on you, and I focus on you being free of all afflictions. So you can utilize my healing energy in best way. Yeah, nah. And how much you work on yourself, my healing works on you. And it works beyond time and space. And the best is like this. But you have my word that I do it. But how much my healing works on you, how much is you work on yourself. If you're being an ego, punished by karma, maybe bad karma, I'm victim of your karma. No one can heal you, no one can save you. But if you want to look within and bring the unconscious causes of karma to consciousness, you can free yourself of karma. You can heal yourself from everything. For everything what hurts are the unconscious causes within you, you're doing. You can free yourself of karma. Be that you can do that, or you can remain an ego, a victim of your karma. It's your doing. Do what you like. I give you my word, so you can free yourself from your karma. It's your doing, and I do it. I give you my word. I do donation for every single. I do healing on every single donation. But you heal yourself. You save yourself by realizing karma is your doing. Bring that doing, unconscious doing, to consciousness. So stop doing this. Stop creating karma. You heal yourself. You save yourself. It is your doing. I want to give you my word. Purnamaste.